So it's a Sydney racing preview with thanks to topsport.com.au, and I'm joined by Mark Rhoden. How are you, Mark?
Yeah, fighting fit, Mark. Thank you.
Good to hear. We're at Randwick tomorrow in Sydney, but it is the standalone Gosford meeting, which, like Hawkesbury a few weeks ago, is being transferred into the city so that the Metro jockeys can ride.
Yeah, this Gosford Cup meeting's been virtually everywhere on the calendar. It's been in summer, spring. Now they've moved it to autumn, and it was meant to be. This was the first time it was going to be a standalone Saturday meeting, but due to the COVID situation, they've had to transfer it to Randwick. But it's pretty good late autumn card though.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not a bad. We're getting deeper. I guess further away from autumn, so it's actually not a bad card by the looks of things.
No, it's held up quite well. It's pretty good.
Good stuff. All right, we'll have a look at the quaddie legs. So starting with race 6, which is the benchmark 78 over the 1800. Just looking at Top Sports Market. Bit of a racing three. Bottega at $3.50, from Love Seat at $4.40, and Gone By at $6.50. The rest out in double figures. How's your market look for race 6?
I've got it a bit more open than that. It's a bit of a strange race too. Bottega's got no jockey declared, as you'll notice.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's third emergency, I think, for the Gosford Cup. The following race 7. So yeah, okay. So Frank Wilson's already out. Yeah, so it needs 2 more to come out, but they put BMW on it in the Cup, so they're obviously hoping they can get a run there.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the backup plan. So that if it gets a run in the Cup, it's going to throw the market into a bit of disarray.
Right.
As it stands, I've got Bottega and Love Seat pretty much even. Interesting. Top Sport are really leading the charge here with Love Seat. It's a lot stronger than that in most other places. So they're showing a fair bit of aggression there. They mustn't like it. I also had give Welsh Legend a chance. New arrangement, Law Me In. Welsh Legend and Law Me In fought out a close finish 2 weeks ago. Have chances again. New arrangement is on a backup from last week at Kensington. Didn't have much room there. Love Seat was very visually impressive at Canterbury last time, winning from last, which very few horses do. So that's why they got her in, and Bottega comes out of good 3-year-old races. So I've got them on top, but nowhere near as short as the market. And at this stage, I don't really have much value in the lesser chances as well. Maybe Welsh Legend, if it's still double figure odds on the day. I don't know if that'll be the case with the scratchings, but I found it very even and not a hell of a lot of value, to be honest.
Yeah, so the 3 you mentioned there, Law Me In, Your Arrangement, and Welsh Legend, all $10 with Top Sport at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not much different. I'm only marginally shorter than $10 myself, so it's not a screaming betting race for me at this stage.
No worries. What about word for word? You haven't mentioned it.
I don't think I have to now. It managed to, if it was ever going to win another race, it was going to be last week after I'd A, bet against it, and B, savaged the horse in the Monday review show. And she lobbed up second, given a beautiful run on the pace by McDonald, and first beaten. So I'm happily done for all time with her.
Good stuff. All right, we'll move on to race 7, which is the Gosford Gold Cup over the 2,000 metres. Graceful Glamour for Mark Newnham, $4.80 favourite with Top Sport from Best of Days for Godolphin. House of Cartier, $7.50 as well. Sorry, Best of Days is $7.50. Bottega that we mentioned is $8.50, and Yulong Prince at $9.50.
Yeah, a bit similar to race 6. I mean, it's a good race, the Cup. It's a good race for this class. I've got 6 under $11, and I've got my favourite at this stage. I've priced everything here. I've left the emergencies in, but at this stage, I've got my favourite Graceful Glamour, $7. So
right.
It's $7 a field, so I'm pretty open. She'll give a side on the speed. I think she's a great chance. I just think she's a bit short, that's all. The one I might be interested in is Brimham Rocks, who I thought ran really well first up at an unsuitable trip. Just wish he'd drawn a bit better. 2,000 at Randwick, it's wide barriers aren't the end of the world there, usually, and he might even press on. If he takes improvement from that up to a more suitable trip, there's a chance. again, I've got him $8, and you can get 11, so it's not the biggest over in world history, but he might be just worth a small play for the $11. Looks like it's going to hold up.
Yep.
Beyond that, I had Yulong Prince a chance. Didn't have much luck last time. Another dollar raced really well in the Hawkesbury Cup as well, and has decent 2,000 metre form. Bottega we mentioned in regard to the previous race. Clearly, this is the race they want him to run in. He'll get a long way back, but he's pretty talented. And best of days. He was really well backed and disappointing last time. His best form he would win this or go very close. I'm not quite sure what to make of him though, because he was pretty plain last start. There are other chances. House of Cartier was very good in the Walker Cup on a heady track. Whether you can translate that back to the dry, I'm not sure. Yeah, a lot of middle pin chances, as the betting suggests.
Yeah, pretty wide open race by the sounds of things.
It's a big field handicap. It's about what you'd expect, and I don't want to commit to a bet yet, but maybe Brimham Rocks.
No worries. All right. Race 8 is the sprint, the takeover target over the 1,200 metres. Not sure there's any takeover targets in this field, but
no, I don't think so.
Nonetheless, Grey Worm $3.10 favourite with Top Sport from Deprive and Tactical Advantage, both at 5, Snitz at 6, and All Too Royal at $7.50.
It's not a bad race, despite the absence of any takeover targets. I've pretty much found the market, though. I've got Grey Worm on top. He's just got a foolproof racing style. He'll just lead or outside lead here and give himself every chance. Like last time, it'd be hard to beat, but the market obviously isn't going to miss a horse like him. I've got him marked at 380, so I've got a bit more juice before I stepped into him. And I've found the others pretty much where they are. I've got Schnitz second pick. My only concern with Schnitz, I could have Schnitz shorter, but he's coming off a first up peak, and he's got to do it second up in class. But on the merit of his run, which was same day, same distance as Grey Worm, there was not much between them. And with the 5.5 kilogram weight pool, if you could guarantee they were both just going to run up to that, Schnitz would be a bet for me. But that was the first up peak. So there's just that little question mark on whether he can repeat it in a stronger race. But definite chance. Tactical Advantage back on the drive, found his best last start. Drew 1 and sort of picked his way through last time, drawn 9 of 10 here, so probably goes back. Not ideal. All Too Royal was in the market last start, couldn't get into the race, but was very good in the Oakley Plate before that, a chance. And Deprive, who I sort of fell into in the Grey Worm race last time, even though the map wasn't too good. Great overall Randwick 1200 record, but map issues again. So, I'm just a bit. I've got exactly the same chances in the market in very similar order, and no overs for me at this stage.
No worries. And the last of the day is the benchmark 88 over the 1600. Grand Piano, $2.70 favourite with Top Sport from Rapido Chaparro at $5.50, Dealmaker at $8, and Costello at $8.50. How are you looking there?
Yeah, can see why Grand Piano's favourite. He's a slightly race talented 3-year-old in great form. I've got him about 370, not 270 though. I've got him clearly on top. This is an interesting race, actually. We've got Costello, who's also an emergency in the Cup earlier on. He's an interesting runner if he ends up running here. Rapido Chaparro gave Grand Piano a good race last time. That was about as good as he can go, and he does sometimes struggle to put two together when he gets up to that level, which is a nice slight knock on him. But if he reproduces that form, he's certainly a chance. I'm going to probably spec a couple of roughies here. I think Nauticus is a very interesting runner. Got a long way back at, I think it was 1,300 metres from a bad gate last time. Ran on okay, but all its racing has taken place this prep, 1,100 metres to 1,300 metres, and it's by Dundee out of Miss Finland. So you would think 1,600 would be absolutely what it's looking for, actually. Now, it's drawn 2 here, so it should be up much handier. And if it runs up to its breeding and the the mile is what I was looking for. I think he's got some chance on the limit weight, and his double figure odds.
Yeah, $13 at the moment.
Yep, would certainly back him at that price. And the other one might be being a bit speculative and creative here, but Purple Sector's
what we like.
Okay, well, Purple Sector's got really good dry track form,
right?
And he's only seen soft tracks this time in. He's had a short let up since his last start, about a month off or so. Had a couple of trials, and the thing that sort of piqued my interest was that he popped out to the trials the Tuesday of this week, just 3 days ago, and just had a bowl around in a 1200-metre trial, which could just with an improving track. I think it's still soft 6, but it should be 5 at worst, and on the improve. Just on a dry track with that little midweek look around trial. His best form on dry tracks would put him right in it, and he's $26. So I'll have to have a small bet on him too, I think.
Fans love him at that price, mate. So keep them coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
You mentioned the track quickly. We're in Melbourne, where we're in beautiful sunshine, but apparently it's going to be torrential tomorrow. How are things up in Sydney?
Yeah.
Conditions?
No, beautiful weather. It's mid-20s, been mid-20s all week. The reason I think it's still a soft 6 is, this time of year you get cold nights and heavy dew and so forth, and it obviously takes a lot longer for tracks to recover. They obviously no irrigation or anything this week, but they had some heavy rain earlier in the week, and that's holding in the soft 6 range. So I would think with another 25 or 6 degree day today, it should get up to a 5. But whether it gets much better than that, I don't know because of those reasons. But I 3 metre rail, probably some preference for on pace and inside, but not massive. I think one off and run will be fine. I think it'll be reasonably fair.
Good stuff. All right. Well, sounds like we might be specking a few at odds, perhaps, which should make for an interesting day.
In those quaddy legs, yes, I would say so. I can't see a huge amount of value in the favourites in those races.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll look forward to your release tomorrow in terms of your markets, your final markets and your bets, and we'll have a chat on Monday regarding how the day went overall.
Excellent. Look forward to it. I'll talk to you then.
Cheers.